This is a Trek 6000 with a Bafang BBS02 motor on it. It's able to hit a top speed of 30 miles an hour, and it is one of the most popular mid-drive kits for bicycles. The motor has around 750 watts of nominal power and 1470 watts of peak power. I'm running with the 48 volt 11.6 amp hour ultra slim battery, and I'm using the DPC 18 LCD display. I also have the Bafang headlight, and it is very bright. It illuminates the road well at night. When the display is turned on, a password screen shows up, and that is because you can actually set a password for this bike. Once the display is on, click the information button, and you can cycle through different things such as odometer, trip, average, and my favorite, the estimated range. Now the range changes depending on what speed level you have it at, and I mostly ride it on speed level 3. To turn on the headlight, you just hold the headlight button and actually dims the display. Like I said, the light's pretty strong at night. In the daytime with any light though, it's not that strong. One thing to note with this bike, I am using the stock 46 tooth chainring, and it's mostly for top end speed, but you can also get a lot of torque out of it. And on speed level 5, I'm able to pop the front tire after getting on the throttle. Once you get on the throttle, you can really see how torquey that is, and that's just speed level 1. Now the best thing about the mid-drive is it's a lot better at going uphill than hub motors, because the mid-drive is actually connected to the cranks. If you do live in a hilly area, I would maybe recommend getting a smaller chainring. Like I said, I am using the stock 46, but they sell as small as a 28 tooth chainring, which will limit your top end, but if you really want to climb hills the best, that's what you gotta get. I use this bike to commute to school, even though my school is not very far away, which is why I opted for the smallest battery, because it is the lightest and it fits in my backpack quite nicely. One of the best things about this bike is that it is very stealthy to the untrained eye. I take off the battery before I get on school campus, but no one except my friends have asked me if this is an e-bike. Now, most of you care about the numbers, so the top speed I got on this, throttle only, was around 30 miles an hour. And the range, I get around 10 to 20 miles, riding pretty hard on throttle only. That's quite impressive considering I'm running the smallest battery, but the most surprising thing is the price. Now, obviously, you need a bike that you want to convert to an e-bike, but this kit in total was around $950. The base kit costs around $800, and I only put 3 additional extras I wanted. One of them was this gear shift sensor right here, and basically what it does is it turns off the motor when you're shifting gears for like half a second. It's really nice if you forget to get off the throttle or if you want to ride quickly. The second additional extra I did was I put the faster charger. Standard is 2 amp, and this one's a 3 amp I use. And the last one was the Bafang lock ring tool. These things provide a lot more value for your money than pre-made e-mountain bikes. And these kits are also very universal, so I could put on almost any bike out there. I sometimes go to the bike shop to get some spare parts, and I see those like $7,000 e-mountain bikes, and albeit the motors and the batteries are really well integrated into the frame, but those are only using 250 motors. This is 3 times larger than that. One thing I would like to mention is the myth that these things destroy chains, and that is not true. All you gotta do is ride it like a normal bicycle. Basically, just don't leave it in a high gear all the time. Start from a low, shift up, and when you're coming to a stop, shift down. Very easy to ride. Now, who is this kit for? I would say this kit is for the person who wants an electric vehicle to commute to a place like work or school, and they have available bike racks, and they want it to be stealthy. There is a larger motor called the BBS02, which is a 1000 watt motor, but it is illegal in most places to ride on the street. So understand the laws where you ride. I definitely want to try and shoot some ride footage on this thing, but I have to find a good camera to use while recording it, maybe a chest mount. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.